demon time. I live in my prime. I'm original. I wear digital. I see beyond. You get no response. I'm a rock star. I'm a got time. I'm a rock star. I'm a got time. I'm a rock star. I'm a got time. I'm a rock star. I'm a got time.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice, honestly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. He finds his man complete. That's Price. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Steelers at 6-5 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Griggs. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Griggs. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Griggs, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Well, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Griggs.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Griggs under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
Touchdown! T. Higgins, 34 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Griggs. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
on first down. Griggs.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Griggs. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ziegler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Griggs. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1-1, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Gun.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
11 MT, take.
Burrow will throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Steelers 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Griggs. This is intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty. 11.
Now Burrow on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, here's Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
An inside give, Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Second down and 6 now.
Here we go. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Right back to Brown. And some strong running. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on third down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here's Brown on second down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Hey, check that. Straight. Let's go.
Throwing again. Griggs. A short one there to Freiermuth. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Griggs. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Makes the score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Taken at about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
11, MT, 12, 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down. Griggs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Harris running straight ahead. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the line.
And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 64 yards. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
To number 5, T. Higgins. A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Here's Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 93 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Bengals, the win gets them back to 500.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll.